Hi, I'm McGrath, cabinet maker, and today I'm going to talk about how I organize my lean workshop with metal tech scaffolds. This part here, those are my assembly area. Now this is all the tools I need for assembling cabinets. Because I do custom work, there's a lot. There's a lot of different cabinets. I keep different drills lined up here with the bits already in them for different functions. I keep all my routers up top. One of the things I've got my routers, I keep the actual bit facing out, so I don't need to look for it. I know, okay, here's a roundover with a flush edge, a roundover with a little bit of a reveal. I've got up here, I've got all my edge banding sort of detail equipment. I've got some edge banding pairs. Hand tools, here's the power tools I would use typically. Dust collection right here, a little mini. There's a power bar here that I just plug it in so that everything is wired up. All the chargers are up here for the drills or whatever. So all the batteries up there, there's spare batteries in behind. This is all the fasteners. So we've got glue here with sandpaper and tape. All my brads starting at 23 gauge, quarter inch, or I said 23 gauge, 18, that should be 16. Here I've got all my staples, starting with smallest to largest, number 8 screws, smallest to largest, and there's some 5/8 screws, some pocket screws, and my strip screws as well. On this side, caulking gun, pencil sharpener, pencils, markers, and also just some hearing protection, eye protection. All set up. And on this side I've got marking tools, straight edges, here's a little curved thing, square, here's my flush cut saw. That's actually not, that's in the truck right now. A little jig for doing 5/8 holes. And on the back I just have a few spare brad guns. Those are my extra guns, those are hung up. One of the things, there's a couple of things that makes this lean. A, it's movable, which is great because I do custom work. I can move it around the shop. When I've got a big project, I can move it around, get it out of the way when I'm moving a lot of materials in and out of the shop. It's really handy to have this all movable. The other thing, you can see through it, which is great. The whole idea of visual control, no matter where I am, I can see what's on the, where things are. Is that tool in its place? The other thing is, all the tools are marked. There's a space for every tool. Each tool has a number on it, and that corresponds to the spot for the tool. As well as all the materials are marked. There's a little spot here for this particular, what have I got? 23 by 5/8 brads. There's a little box here, that's marked. The drills are all marked, and the other thing is, and I do this to all my workstations in the shop, they each have a letter. So this is station number D, and every workstation in the shop has a letter. The ones in the truck start with a number, so I know if a tool just has a number on it, it goes in the truck. But if it has a letter, it goes in the shop somewhere. So this is station number D. Now each tool not only has a D on it for the which station it goes into, it has a number. So this one is D48. So D48 is right here, and that always goes there. And the beauty of the system is, when you're busy, stuff gets moved around, shuffled all over the place, and then you got to put it back. So if I find this tape lying anywhere, outside, in the truck, on another workstation, I pick it up, it's D48, that's where it goes. So cleanup is a cinch. This is great for big shops and for small shops, because even if you run your own shop, and you personally know where everything is, you're inevitably going to bring on helpers for a day or two here or there, or move people around. And immediately everybody knows, you know, and I have a small shop, I don't have a lot of full-time guys, but you know, I'm always bringing extra guys on busy days, and they come right in and they know, okay, this tool goes back. This is drill D12, here's station D, it goes back to D12. So this is a fantastic system. I got my power, each one of these tools here also has a letter and a number. The other thing is I put these tools, the corded ones, in sort of separate little boxes, so I don't have to wrap up the cord when I'm done. I just throw it in, throw the cord in, just saves a lot of time, keeps the cords from getting all confused with each other. So this is a huge time saver. So I looked around a lot for different systems to kind of set this all up and tried various boxes and shelving systems. But I found these Metaltech scaffolds are really the best. I'm going to show you, this is my mixing area over here. So this is the area I use for mixing paints. Same thing, this is made out of Metaltech minis. I use waterborne paints, so I don't need to keep anything, none of these are flammable, so I don't need to keep them in a yellow box. I've got some stains, paints, I only use the stuff that I'm currently got in projects on here. The rest of it I just give to the client. But same thing, here, I also like to use clear boxes so you can see. These are colored rags, white rags. This is extra, what do you call it, respirator filters. This is paper that I use for wiping stuff down. All the stuff is lined up here. This one I've recessed the shelves a bit so it makes it a little bit better workspace. So that's my mixing station for the paint booth. And I can move the same thing. I move it out of the way when I don't need it. So it's really useful. So I'm going to show you also how I use these Metaltech minis. The backbone of this whole system, and I've used it all over my shop and now I use it on the work sites, is this little mini scaffold, the Metaltech mini. Now, the beauty of these things is, and I've looked around, trust me, over the years I've tried a lot of different systems, is they're cheap, they are super durable, very well made, they're ultra simple. It's just these 3 or 4 parts. I mean, basically, this is what you get in a builder's supply. Okay? Folds up, you throw the wheels on, you throw these on, and that's the beginning of the system, which you can customize however you want. All you need to do is add plywood shelves. One of the things I found is you can actually stack them, not really as a scaffold, but as a storage system and a organizing system. It's really easy to stack them. What I do is I just buy another scaffold. Usually I cut them off a bit, so here's one that's been cut off, only because I like, if you stack 2 on top of each other, they won't fit under a door. So I cut them off so they'll always be able to fit under a door if I need to, so that the total doesn't amount to more than about 78 inches, and that just makes it more practical. So I cut them off to the height I want, and when you buy a second scaffold, you get a second set of these planks, which you can use. You also get a second set of wheels. I found I just use it, even though I don't need the wheels on the system if I'm stacking the scaffolds, they're great wheels, so I just use them for other dollies. In fact, here, this is one of my shop dollies that I just use the extra wheels from, and they're really good quality wheels. So, you can see that. So that's what I do with wheels I don't need. But I'm going to show you what you do after you cut them off. You just take a pipe nipple. I don't know if you can see this. This is anything from a hardware store. I think it's a 5/8 interior diameter. You just slide it in, and I used a self-tapping metal screw. So you just screw it through the pipe nipple, and then all of a sudden you have a perfect joint. So you can stack these things, and the pipe nipple usually is tapered, right? So it fits in nicely, and it makes it really easy to stack. So once you've done that, you just pop it in. And away you go. Everything else is just 1/2 inch plywood. You can put a little rim around it if you want to make it, make the shelves so things don't fall off them or drill holes in them. Customize them however you want. And so for very little money, you can make your shop look like Toyota or Boeing or something like that. Okay, thank you. Bye.